Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm All Things Sugar and Shade Sade. Hey, and this is where I recap the best bits of Love Island USA season 7. And today I'm talking about episode 21. It's a big one. Nicolandria are officially a thing. But before we get into it, please make sure you like this video. Please do that now. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell too so you never miss a video or a live, and share this with like-minded people and leave me a comment. I know you guys are comment shy at the moment, but honestly, it's not so bad. Let me know what you're thinking about this episode. Let me know if there's anything that I've missed as well. Okay, let's get into it. Nicolandria are officially a thing. They are officially in a couple. It's weird and fun, and I'm just blown away. I did not think this was going to happen at all. I really didn't. We talked about it on the live yesterday, and I think I was even saying that, yeah, Hannah and Jeremiah have said, yeah, there's definitely nothing between them. So I was believing their nonsense. I was believing them. Boy, I was wrong. I was freaking wrong. Oh my gosh. They're together. So how they done it is obviously the previous episode, Orlandria and Nick both got dumped. No, both were told to leave their respective villas. So Orlandria was in Casa, Nick was in the main villa, and they both got told to leave. So they're thinking they're going home. At the end of the episode, you see Nick walking out, you know, sad with his suitcase and stuff. A car pulls up. It's Orlandria in the car, and she's like, hey, Nick, jump in. What? So, okay, cool. So then in this episode, we see where their car takes them, and it takes them to this like romantic setting. It's like an outside dinner. Like, it just looks nice and pretty. And it's like they're on a date. I swear, do they even say that? It's like they say that they're on a date. So at this point, we still don't know what's going on. But Nick, he said something like, you know, I saw your, what did he say? He said, I saw your smile and I thought, oh my God, my queen. Oh my God, my queen. Okay, Nick. But I wasn't getting it. I really was just like, okay, cool. So they're meeting. So they're going to exchange information in terms of like what's happening in their respective villas. And that's exactly what they do, first of all. So, you know, this is where it kind of gets into the territory of it being very produced, because Orlandria tells Nick about what's going on with Shelly, which was a bit odd, because why are we talking about Shelly? Like, he doesn't care about Shelly, he cares about freaking Cierra. Do you know what I mean? That's who he's coupled up with. So but she tells him about, yeah, Shelly's with Chris, who's 6'8", and you did see Nick's face like, what the hell? Like, Ace is gonna be big mad, or like, I don't know, actually maybe he was trying to laugh. I don't know whichever one, he was trying to repress his reaction. Then she tells him about Ilan, and basically said, yeah, he kind of looks like you. Like, he's, I think, at that point, does she say he's very pretty? I think so, but sometimes she refers to him as pretty. And she says that they have a different type of convo. Like, with you, it's more giddy. With him, it's more, I think she even says like it's a bit more deeper or something, which has got a sting. That's got to be a bit of a sting. Then Nick asks her, you want to know about Taylor, right? And of course she does. He lets her know that Taylor got picked by two girls, Coco and Clarke. And then he picked Coco in the beginning. And then he went with Clarke because he found that he had more of an emotional and a physical connection to her. Orlandria is not trying to hear that. She started effing and blinded. She was instantly pissed. She said, I was, you know, truly fucking with him from day one. She does say, if that man could be taken away from me, then he was never truly mine. And yeah, 100%. Then they get a text. The text says, you can stay single and leave the island, or you can couple up together and go back to the main villa. What the hell? Nah. I don't care if this is produced the hell out of it or not. I was just like, oh my God, this is epic. This is epic. They get to go back to the main villa. Like, imagine. Meanwhile, in the main villa, like, everybody's really upset that Nick is gone. Oh, Taylor, I guess he was a bit upset, but he did he kiss Yes, he kissed Clarke. He kissed Clarke in the speakeasy. He can't kiss. We know now 100% Taylor can't kiss. What he's doing is odd. It's like these pecs. It's just weird. I thought she was trying to like move it into a normal one, but he just wasn't having it. So yeah, he kisses her in his way. Anyway, back to Nick and Orlandria. So they are deliberating a little bit, and then Nick was just like, well, you know, I've been wanting to get to know you. Okay, Nick. And he's just like, this gives us an opportunity to get to know each other better. He was fully game, absolutely fully game. Orlandria is a little bit more stunned. So I think if anyone's talking to production, it's probably Nick, right? Because he seemed like, yeah, this is my chance. What about Cierra? What about freaking Cierra? Like, bro. Wow. So as you know, everybody's in new couples at the moment. So in Casa, we have Shelly and Chris, Andrina and Brian. We have Amaya and Zach. We have Iris and Zach with a C. We have Huda and JD. And then in the villa, the main villa, we have Ace and Coco, Taylor and Clarke, Austin and Jaden, TJ and Vanna, and Pepe and Gracelyn. So there's a lot of people in a lot of villas. But in the main villa, everybody goes to bed. They're all a bit sad. They're just down because Nick is gone and all the boys are down about it. So it's just like this very kind of like solemn mood. So while everybody's sleeping, you see two figures, Nick and Orlandria, sneaking back into the villa. I don't know how they do it. They must have like locks on the doors so people can't get out and whatever, but they go to the bathroom, they kind of freshen up, and then they kind of sneak their way into the bedroom, into one of the beds at the end. Then in the morning, they reveal themselves. And everybody's just like, what? They're so happy that Nick is back. That's for sure. That I think Orlandria threw them, but they were so happy that Nick was back. I swear to God, Taylor was hugging Nick more than he was hugging Orlandria. You know? He was shocked. He really, really, really shocked. Nicolandria is official. They're here. See, now the producers, they're giving the people what they want. Oh my God. They better bring back Jeremiah. They need to. Now, don't get me wrong. As I said, I do think in parts it's definitely overproduced. Definitely forcing a little bit. But am I entertained? Abso-fucking-lutely. This was absolutely brilliant. Loved it. 10, 10, 10. 10s across the board. So anyway, when Nick is chatting to the boys, so mainly, I think it's like mainly Ace and Taylor. I can't remember if Pepe was there or not. But when he's chatting to them, he lets them know, like, look, I told Orlandria everything. So she knows about Clarke, she knows about she knows everything. And then he also says what Orlandria told him about Sierra's situation and also Shelly's situation, that Shelly is with a 6'8" tall guy called Chris, who's a basketball player. So yeah, Ace, he put on his mask. He held it together in the first instance. He definitely held it together. But you could 100% tell that man was sad. And you know what? He should be a bit sad because Shelly and Chris are getting closer and closer together. Now, I'm hearing things about Chris that I don't like. So allegedly, he might be a Tory Lanez fan and like an avid supporter, which is very, very disturbing. And I hope that he has changed his way. I hope it's not true, number one, and I hope that he has changed his ways and can see absolute reason. And yeah, I hope he's not that guy. I really do. But at the moment in the villa, he's showing that he's really into Shelly. He's got her flowers. There was one scene where all the girls were chatting and they were talking about, you know, Shelly's relationship with Chris. And Sierra was just like, you know what, I really like him for you. And I think that he just comes across much more mature than what Ace is going on. Now, don't get me wrong, Ace does have some good qualities. I'm not a fan, but he does have some good qualities. But I feel like Chris can easily match that. If it's about giving Shelly attention, I believe that Chris can absolutely match that. So yeah, and then Chris comes over, pulls Shelly for a chat. They talk about a lot of things. They talk about tattoos, which is a very similar conversation that she had with Ace one time. And he was just like, yeah, if I get married, I definitely want to tattoo my wife's initials on my ring finger. So even if I'm not wearing a ring, you can see that there. And she really, really loved that. To me, the girl is falling for him. All 6'8" of him, she is falling for that guy. In the main villa, we also see how Taylor is navigating Orlandria being back. He has a chat with Clarke. He's just like, look, just because she's here, I'm not going to stop chatting to you. It's still going to be the same. I'm still going to give you the same energy. And Clarke is being chill about it. She's cool. She's just like, okay, cool. No problem for me. Things stayed the same. I feel the same way about you. So yeah, let's crack on. Orlandria is also trying to navigate the situation. She does talk to Nick about it. And she's just like, you know what I need from him is truth and reassurance. So what Nick actually relays this back to Taylor as well. So he knows what Orlandria wants. And she gets the lay of the land with Nick, just understanding whether Coco is still interested in Taylor, but she's not. And she's just like, so Clarke is my op. And she does know that Taylor and Clarke look cute together. I don't know. If they look cute together, you might as well call it a day. Because if you can see it, then everybody else can see it. And they can probably see it and feel it themselves, you know? This is very similar to what Austin was saying when he was coupled up with Shelly and Shelly was chatting with Ace. That they look cute together. They look good together. You can see, you know, him lighting up, her lighting up and everything like that. So Orlandria needs to snap out this funk that she's in. Like, it's not about Taylor. Focus on Nick, which is exactly what Nick wants her to do. What did he say? No, I can't remember how he got into it, but she was just like, well, you've never actually, you know, come out and said that I'm attractive. He was just like, why am I always going to you in the challenges? She's like, you know, but it's a challenge. Then he's like, I know you call me Nicky Poo. I want you to see Nick, like mature Nick. Like, I think he even says like how I am with Cierra or something, which is a mad line to drop. Like, Sierra's her friends, no? This whole thing is making Orlandria feel awkward. Taylor is Nick's best friend and Sierra's her girl. How is she supposed to navigate this? This is wild. And Nick starts nicking. He says, when I walked in, I thought you was one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. And I told Taylor that like a few days in. Like, wait. So you've been feeling like this? Like, what happened? Like, I guess he was with, what's her name? Bella-A. Or Belle-A. I guess he was with her. And I guess she was already with Taylor. And they kind of stuck. And then Nick and Taylor become friends. And then obviously Sierra was in the mix. Like, so I guess it just got messy. And they didn't have a chance to actually find each other until the public were just like, this needs to happen. And the producers made it happen. Oh my God, I love it. I love it so much. Now, Taylor does let Orlandria know that he did kiss Clarke the night before. She didn't like that, but she kept it cute. She kept it classy. Orlandria's like, look, she's a beautiful girl, so I guess the ball's in your court. I don't want to give up on us. I don't want to give up on what we built. She makes it clear, I still really like you, and she wants to nurture their relationship, continue to. And he's just like, yeah, I'm down for getting to know both of you. He's definitely not giving up Clarke. He likes Clarke more. Orlandria needs to come to terms with it. He actually does like Clarke more. But in her mind, she's just like, me and Taylor were friends first, so that's a better foundation to build things on. I don't know. He keeps on saying, I've had a better connection with Clarke in the first 24 hours than I did with Orlandria, and I think that means a lot to him. And I feel like he's physically attracted to Clarke. I can't lie. I don't know. I don't want to say it, but it's very interesting that Clarke is a lot lighter than Orlandria. So it might be a little bit of a factor, unfortunately. So then, classic Casa Amor game. They play Villa versus Casa, and they have different challenges. Everybody's involved. It's high energy. We have Ace hyping up the Villa, like saying they're going to win, and then Shelly hyping up Casa, and the same thing. So it's really good, fun vibe. So they have different categories like the tallest guy, kiss your partner. In the UK one, it's usually in the fastest time, but for the US one, they've done like most creative one, almost connection or something like that. So they really have to perform. I don't know if I like that. I think I kind of prefer the fastest. I don't know. Like, I think like people were doing way too much. But I guess that's what the point is, I guess, really. And yeah, that did happen. The tallest boy did kiss his partner. And in Casa, that's Shelly and Chris. And they won. They won that round. And of course, because Nick has informed them, Ace knew. He was sad. He was sad and mad. And I know Ace is an overthinker, so that one's not going to shake at all. Just a side note, I don't know if he's feeling Coco as much. I really don't. I don't think so. I don't think he is. They also had one round where it was the guy with the longest hair should kiss the partner, and it was Elan. And I was just like, are you sure? Because surely if Chris or what's his name, JD, had a silk press, maybe the hair would be longer. I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. This is cultural bias or whatever. I don't know. I didn't know, but I didn't agree with that answer. I didn't actually. But obviously in the villa, that is Taylor's the guy with the longest hair. So Orlandria had to watch Taylor get creative and kiss Clarke in front of her, which she did not enjoy at all. She was just like, I'm with my ops, like this is crazy. Like I built the relationship with Taylor brick by brick. I wanted to tear them apart. Like she did not enjoy that at all. But yeah, there was a part where Orlandria and Nick kissed. Nick, true freaking performer, turned Orlandria around, like was like smacking ass and stuff. It was a lot. It was a lot. Even Huda in Casa was doing a lot. I can't remember what the category was, but she had to kiss Chris. She was doing the most. I wouldn't trust her around Chris. I would not trust her around Chris at all. Shelly needs to be worried about Huda because she's a man-eater. And Chris enjoyed that a little bit too much for my liking. So Chris, we have a mission for you. Your mission is to stick with Shelly, to get back into that villa, for you to kind of get her away from Ace. That's what it is. And anyway, there was a lot going on. Cierra was doing a lot of Elan as well. Like that was a full-on performance. And in the last round, they done Everybody Kiss Your Partner, which was giving full-on orgy vibes. Yeah, the main villa even done like these pyramid things, like it was just too much, and they lost anyway because Casa won. So everything has died down, and we see Taylor and Clarke go to the dock. And, you know, I think Clarke was saying that she wanted to talk to Orlandria because, you know, she respects her and she just thinks it's good to have a conversation one-on-one. And Taylor's just like, yeah, that should be fine. She gets a bit cold, so she puts on his shirt. They are kind of cute together. He gives one of his awkward kisses again, and they're just like, like, it's so weird. But it's such an odd thing to watch. And I'm just like, is he really new to this? Has he had a girlfriend before? I can't remember. I don't know. But he's giving V-Reg vibes. He really is. Then in Casa, you've got Cierra and Elan speaking, and Elan is trying to kiss Cierra out of a challenge. And she was just like, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. She's just like, my head is all over the place. Like, you know, I've set these boundaries and everything. In her confessional, she's just like, look, I want to get to know someone without kissing them outside challenges, without cuddling them in bed, and kind of really getting to know them. Basically, she has an expectation that Nick should be doing the same type of thing, and if he's not, she's gonna be pissed. Well, what Cierra could never even fathom in her mind is that Nick would be taking Orlandria to Soul Ties to do exactly that. So he's just like, yeah, I'm flush right now. And she's just like, what? Do I make you nervous? Like she is acting like she's clueless. Like, is this guy for real? Like, do I make you nervous? Are you sure? And then Nick, again, he starts nicking again. He's just like, yeah, you know, I like your strong personality. What I love about you is your cheeky smile. Like sometimes, like, you know, I catch that smile across the villa. And, you know, Orlandria's just like, okay, Nick, you be seeing some things. Like, you be seeing it. Like, you see it a lot, don't you, Nick? And he's just like, yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything outside that challenge. It was too smooth. No, it was too smooth. It was actually too smooth. It was way too smooth. And she's just like, she was taken aback. She was like, oh, Nikki, like, you know, there's a big pause. And then Orlandria is like, well, there's only one way to find out. What? Then I was not ready for the kiss. I was not ready for the kiss because the kiss, yeah, I was expecting, I don't know why, and I don't know whether it's editing, but I really thought that pecking that Taylor was doing was because Orlandria didn't want to go in. But no, it was actually Taylor. The way Nick and Orlandria were kissing was making me blush. I was just like, oh, 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 oh. They went in. They went in. That was an adult kiss. Yeah. That is two people who are, you know, they have some lust, there's some passion. It was like sneaky link kiss. That was, yeah. That was proper. I was literally sitting there, and then for me, obviously, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm literally there just like, what? Is this actually happening? It's probably happening. Because there is one thing, like, obviously you can get coached by production and everything like that, but they have to do the kissing. They have to do that. They have to be in it. Wow. Nicolandria are absolutely official. This is going to be the messiest casa we've probably ever seen in the history of Love Island, because the girls, Sierra, their mind is going to be blown how this could happen, how Nick could switch. What's it going to be? Is Nick going to choose Sierra, or is he going to choose Orlandria? If they don't choose each other, do their partners go home if they don't want to stick with the person that they're with? Like, that's a twist and a half. I did not see that coming. Although everybody wanted it, I did not see that coming. And even if they did come back, I didn't think they would be in it like this. I didn't think they would. Oh, mate. Producers, you will listen to us clearly, yeah? Bring Jeremiah back, please. Bring Jeremiah back. It's not fair. It's actually not fair. The problem is we haven't seen enough of Andrina's story in Casa, so I kind of doubt it. But yeah, I would love, because the thing is, some people are theorizing that all of the contestants are coming back because there was an emphasis of everybody is coming back to the villa. But I don't know about that, but you never know. You never know. One thing about this season is unpredictable. Yes, it does feel very overly produced in some parts, but I'm kind of here for it. Apart from the Jeremiah situation, but everything else I'm here for. So guys, that was the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Those that made it to the end, you know I love you the most. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video or a live again. Remember, I'm going live every day but Saturday from about 10:15 to 10:30 British summertime. And yeah, leave a comment and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye.